to the depths of the Labyrinth, explorers. Etrian.
The Etrian Odyssey Origins collection is a restored version of 3 classic RPG adventures that inspire players to explore deep dungeons and create personalized groups for tactical warfare. Players guide a guild of adventurers through a large labyrinth in pursuit of unique gems and secrets. They move about and make a map of the area while fighting foes in turn-based combat. The game also has upgraded visuals, a remastered soundtrack, quality of life enhancements, difficulty choices, and save slots, quick access to the monstrous codex, mission log, and skill tree.
You must be ready to defeat anything and everything that comes your way.
Kingdom 2 Crowns is a calm yet engaging side-scrolling strategy game that encourages smart planning and patience. The pixel art style is stunning, with dynamic weather and lighting that breathe life into each kingdom. The minimalist gameplay design hides deep layers of decision-making, making each expansion feel rewarding. Cooperative mode adds a fresh layer of fun, encouraging teamwork. A game that steadily draws players in with its quiet challenge and immersive atmosphere, making each session feel meaningful. The STEINS Gate Elite follows a group of young tech-savvy individuals known as lab members who uncover a revolutionary way to change the past via email. Their research devolves into chaos, resulting in a plot involving CERN, the group behind the Large Hadron Collider, and the mysterious John Titor. The anime is completely animated, with 24 episodes and a restored, ultimate version that includes additional animations for certain endings. Each decision in the world line influences the trajectory, resulting in a diverse range of animation endings. Kaze and the Wild Masks is a platformer game that pays tribute to classics from the 90s. A boy named Kaze saves his companion Hogo from a curse that has created havoc in the Crystal Islands. Wild masks may be used to challenge animated vegetables, providing them powers such as tiger, eagle, lizard, and shark. The game has over 30 levels, including 50 bonus levels, and is a nostalgic journey through time with finely made pixel visuals. The platformer is both difficult and rewarding, putting players' abilities to the test. A familiar blocky world shifts into a battlefield guided by strategy and leadership. Minecraft Legends casts players as a determined hero rallying allies to defend the overworld from invasion. The flow balances light real-time tactics with exploration, encouraging thoughtful positioning over rushed commands. Resource gathering and base construction shape each encounter with subtle variation. Cooperative play deepens engagement through shared planning. Vibrant landscapes and an uplifting score sustain an adventurous tone, a creative blend of action and strategy. Discover a thriving Stone Age town, discover new ideas, nurture crops, build friendships with animals, and help the village grow. Engage in cooperative play or explore the early beginnings of civilization in a single-player mode. Enjoy veggies, herbs, and the woods. Befriend and domesticate animals and discover deep lakes and dark tunnels. Master food processing, metallurgy, ceramics, artwork, and spirituality to help your town grow. Iron Meat is a run-and-gun shooter in which players enter a chaotic world ruled by the Meat, an interdimensional biomass. It combines classic arcade and console gameplay with 9 levels of gory action. Players battle mutants and robots, evading bullet storms and defeating dangerous monsters. The game has 3 difficulty levels, with harsher settings resulting in more dramatic boss battles. Players may also work together in a 2-player couch co-op to defeat the Meat invasion. With over 30 unlocked skins, players may fully customize their avatars. High-octane roads stretch across sunlit landscapes as precision driving takes center stage. Players step into the role of a rising racer, mastering vehicles with subtle handling nuances and smooth, responsive controls. Races build rhythm through tight curves, overtakes, and tactical speed management, while car upgrades and hidden events add layers of strategy. Each course rewards patience and skill, and the attention to detail in vehicle design and track variety enhances immersion. The result is a polished racing challenge that invites repeated mastery.
The mighty Inquisitor Mendoza comes to this
An isolated island steeped in danger sets the tone for a grounded fantasy tale. Risen follows a shipwrecked hero navigating political factions, ancient ruins, and unpredictable creatures. Combat rewards patience and careful preparation over reckless aggression. Exploration branches based on allegiance and dialogue choices, adding meaningful depth. Character development shapes combat style and social influence. Naturalistic environments and restrained music support immersion. A thoughtful role-playing adventure built on meaningful decisions.
Clearly a man of simple tastes.
80s Overdrive is a 2D pixel art racing game that seeks to bring gamers back to the days when 8 and 16-bit consoles and arcade games were supreme. Career mode allows players to battle against opponents, unlock new races, buy new vehicles, and upgrade them using cutting-edge technology. They may also put their talents to the test in time attack mode, where they must cover as much land as possible while racing against the clock. The game also has a track generator, allowing users to build their own tunes and quickly share them with others. Prison City is a side-scrolling shooter in which players utilize chakrams and explosives to go through several levels, defeat monsters, and find secret upgrades. The game allows players to customize their gameplay and difficulty levels, and there is a boss rush option that pushes them to complete tasks as quickly as possible. The game has memorable one-liners, unforgettable characters. Players will go through 8 or more unique zones, including sewers, industries, and nature reserves, each having its own set of difficulties. Raiden IV MIKADO Remix brings back classic arcade shooting with thrilling intensity. Explosive combat, varied enemy patterns, and powerful weapons keep every stage exciting. The remix soundtrack pumps adrenaline into each encounter, giving battles a lively rhythm. Boss fights escalate the tension and reward skillful movement, making each victory feel earned. There's a strong sense of replay value thanks to multiple modes and scoring depth. Anyone craving old-school arcade action with modern flair will find this game incredibly engaging. Derelict starships drift through a fractured galaxy defined by scarcity and ambition. Deep Sky Derelicts cast players as resourceful scavengers assembling a crew in search of survival. Turn-based encounters rely on careful card management where every action carries calculated risk. Procedurally generated wrecks keep tension steady across each expedition. Character upgrades and faction reputation expand strategic depth gradually. Comic-inspired visuals and a restrained electronic score strengthen the bleak atmosphere, a methodical sci-fi adventure driven by persistence. Lysfanga the Time Shift Warrior is a refreshing action game that thrives on creativity. The combat system feels dynamic thanks to the unique mechanic of summoning past echoes of the protagonist, turning each arena into a clever puzzle of strategy and timing. Environments look detailed and the atmosphere carries a sense of mythic energy that keeps battles engaging. The mix of tactical planning and satisfying strikes gives each encounter weight, making every victory rewarding. It's a game that rewards thought as much as reflex. Young Souls pairs vibrant 2D visuals with snappy combat and a heartfelt story about two rebellious twins diving between worlds. The mix of side-scrolling action and RPG elements keeps things engaging, with solid character progression and plenty of gear to experiment with. Dialogue feels genuine, and the art style pops with personality. It's easy to get pulled into its rhythm, juggling dungeon fights with downtime in town. A strong effort that balances style, gameplay, and emotional weight with confidence. Alwa's Legacy delivers a beautifully crafted Metroidvania adventure that feels both nostalgic and fresh. Its pixel art world is rich with color and charm, while the soundtrack adds a magical layer to every step of exploration. The puzzles are clever, the platforming is tight, and the magic-based mechanics open up satisfying layers of progression. Every area feels thoughtfully designed, rewarding curiosity and backtracking in the best ways. It's a heartfelt journey packed with wonder, offering a true love letter to fans of classic exploration-driven games.
The Labyrinth is a dangerous place with
Chronos Before the Ashes impresses with its unique aging mechanic and atmospheric world. The combat feels methodical and rewarding, encouraging thoughtful progression rather than button mashing. Its art direction carries a distinct, moody tone that enhances the sense of mystery throughout the journey. The puzzles are well placed and add meaningful depth without slowing momentum. This is a game that respects player growth and strategy, making each encounter feel earned and each moment increasingly impactful as time moves forward. Eagle Island Twist is a roguelite action platformer with falconry-inspired fighting techniques, randomly generated stages, and difficult boss battles. Players may select between a narrative-driven adventure and a speedrunner-style rogue mode, featuring 85 skills to diversity gameplay. Classic mode allows players to combat with their owl friends in dynamically created environments full of surprises and spaces to explore. Handcrafted Twist mode allows players to explore 45 retro-themed levels on a 16-bit period global map, as well as play a variety of mini-games. Reverie Knight's Tactics impresses with its hand-drawn art style and engaging turn-based combat. Strategic depth meets a rich fantasy world, where each decision carries weight in both battle and story. The character development is satisfying, and the comic book presentation adds flair to the narrative. Combat encounters are smartly designed, rewarding careful planning. For those who enjoy tactical RPGs with a strong visual identity and meaningful choices, this game stands out as a rewarding and memorable journey. Glitchbusters Stuck on You is a fun, chaotic co-op adventure that exudes charm. Its vivid Saturday morning cartoon look complements the crazy magnet-based mechanics, putting a new spin on teamwork-ficked gameplay. Whether you play single or with company, the innovative puzzles and action-packed battles keep things interesting. The comedy is playful and the levels are plenty of personality. While the game shines greatest in multiplayer mode, lone gamers will find much to enjoy. If you appreciate quirky, cooperative games, this is a hidden treasure on the Switch. Tales of Iron sets a grim tone with its hand-drawn art and challenging combat. The world feels alive, from the crumbling villages to the ambient sounds of battle. Combat demands precision and patience, rewarding those who learn enemy patterns. The story, narrated by Doug Cockle, adds weight without dragging. Every boss fight feels earned, not forced. Its pacing keeps things steady, with upgrades and exploration adding meaningful progress. GRADIUS Origins captures the golden age of arcade shooters with sharp enemy patterns, bold stage themes, and that classic risk-reward weapon system. Each run pushes reflexes without turning punishing, rewarding clean routes and calm control. The soundtrack drives momentum, while screen-filling chaos stays readable. Boss fights test spacing and timing, not luck. It's the kind of shooter that invites repeat runs, better scores, and mastery through play, making every session satisfying and worth returning to. Arcade roots stay strong with fair challenge curve. Beneath ancient stone and whispering corridors, Shadow Labyrinth sets a brooding, deliberate tone from its first moments. In a shifting maze carved by forgotten forces, a solitary seeker presses forward with quiet resolve and rare intuition. Movement feels measured yet fluid, as each encounter demands patience, timing, and careful reads of the terrain. Progress unfolds through smart upgrades, hidden routes, and evolving tactics that reward curiosity. Stark art and restrained music heighten tension, shaping a focused, deeply satisfying descent. Conquistadorio is a charming blend of strategy and adventure with a quirky, offbeat personality that keeps things fresh. The pixel art style is colorful and detailed, making every new land you explore feel alive. Its turn-based mechanics are simple to learn yet offer enough depth to stay engaging for hours. The humor is dry and unexpected, giving the whole experience a unique flavor. Whether you're negotiating with eccentric locals or navigating unpredictable events, the game keeps you hooked with its unpredictable charm and satisfying sense of progression. Deathless: The Hero Quest is a thoughtful turn-based card roguelike built around planning, risk, and smart choices. Each run rewards learning enemy behavior, refining decks, and adapting to changing encounters. Card synergies matter, positioning adds depth, and progression stays fair without cheap difficulty spikes. The dark folklore theme supports the slow, tactical pace well, making victories earned and repeat runs engaging for strategy fans. Sound design remains subtle, menus stay clear, and pacing respects patience rather than rushing decisions.
And crush every last foe in your path.
Dead of Darkness leans into classic survival horror with smart design choices and eerie atmosphere. The pixel art feels raw and deliberate, enhancing tension with every shadowy corridor. Sound work is sharp footsteps echo, doors creak, and distant whispers build dread naturally. Puzzle pacing keeps momentum going without frustration. Combat is punchy and sparse, making every encounter count. There's weight behind every decision, and the looming unknown keeps tension high. As horror games go, this one manages to stay memorable.
Under attack! Need...
Battlesuit Aces evokes a stylish sci-fi tone where tactical thinking rules every encounter. Set amid rival factions, the story casts a determined pilot as a rising strategist, relying on wit more than raw force. Card-driven battles move with steady cadence, pushing smart sequencing, adaptation, and patience under pressure. Progression unfolds through deck growth, suit tweaks, and optional challenges that reward experimentation and return visits. Bold art and crisp music reinforce clarity during tense turns. It stands as a complete, rewarding journey built on choice.
Glad to be joining a team of this caliber.
Neon Inferno channels a late-night arcade pulse through a sleek cyberpunk cityscape. Set in a fractured metropolis, a lone enforcer hunts syndicates while mastering weapons that reward timing and restraint. Combat moves with sharp rhythm, pushing smart positioning, steady aim, and calm under pressure. Beneath the surface, upgrades reshape tactics, routes hide fresh encounters, and score goals invite return runs. Bold lighting and a driving soundtrack sharpen focus without stealing it. Neon Inferno stands as a focused journey built on skill and replay now. Omen of Sorrow leans hard into gothic fighter vibes, with classic monsters clashing in moody arenas packed with detail. Combat rewards, spacing, timing, and clever reads, making each round tense without dragging. The roster keeps matches fresh through distinct movesets and flashy supers that land with weight. Arcade and versus modes keep the pace lively, while the soundtrack drives the mood. It's a stylish throwback brawler that respects fundamentals and rewards practice. Match flow stays clear, inputs read clean, and learning curves reward calm progress. Absolum offers a captivating dive into a mysterious world full of clever puzzles and exploration. The controls feel tight and intuitive, making movement and interactions smooth. Each level encourages creative thinking, and the game balances challenge with rewarding progression. Visuals are clear and engaging, giving the environments a distinct personality without overwhelming the player. The soundtrack complements the gameplay, adding subtle tension and atmosphere. It's a thoughtful, enjoyable adventure that keeps curiosity alive from start to finish.
A time ruled by people.
Ancestors Legacy is a real-time strategy game based on events from the Middle Ages that combines resource management, base development, and large-scale combat across massive battlefields. In order to prevail, players must pick one of 4 nations: Viking, Anglo-Saxon, German, or Slavic, and employ a variety of tactical options, strategic environment management, and temporary settlements. The game has a dramatic action camera that places players right in the middle of the action, allowing them to experience medieval violence like never before.
They never battled for glory or gilded robes.
Dorfs Hammers for Hire is an arcade co-op adventure that follows a gang of dwarven weapon crafters and armorsmiths as they travel a lively world to deliver vital weapons to soldiers in need. The game includes a co-op campaign in which players team up with up to 3 teammates to navigate 5 distinct zones with 30 stages. The Arcade Classic mode adds 10 levels for a more informal experience, allowing players to test out different strategies and playstyles. In the Versus Battle mode, players compete in a 2 versus 2 format over 5 diverse arenas. Dogman Mission. Impawsible packs a fun punch with its colorful visuals, energetic gameplay, and lighthearted humor true to the beloved graphic novels. Each level is packed with action, silly jokes, and kid-friendly puzzles that make it easy to enjoy. The controls feel just right, and the comic book aesthetic is captured with flair. Fans of the series will feel right at home, while newcomers can jump in without missing a beat. A playful adventure that nails its tone and pacing throughout. A bold cosmic clash sets the tone for Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where heroes unite against an escalating galactic threat. Familiar icons step forward, not as legends, but as disciplined fighters protecting fragile worlds. Combat moves with steady rhythm, rewarding timing, and smart positioning over chaos. Encounters build tension, then release it in satisfying bursts. Upgrades, branching paths, and character swaps add nuance beneath the surface. Vibrant art and a driving score reinforce momentum, shaping a confident, complete adventure.